What if ownership was never the highest form of wealth? What if possession is temporary, but stewardship is eternal? And what if the way we've been taught to own land is disconnected from how land wants to be held? Great awakening, magnificent people. I am Jazmian D, and I want to thank you so much for joining the Generational Rhodium. It is the media and healing branch of HWPLP. HWPLP stands for Health, Wealth, Prosperity, Love, Peace. We are a movement-driven investment firm committed to building generational wealth through healing, collective economics, real estate, and venture capital. Please take a moment to comment, like, share, and subscribe because that helps this information get to others like yourself that it resonates with so that we can continue to build this movement. Thank you so much for subscribing and thank you so much for joining us on our journey. This episode is a part of our newsletter series entitled From Scarcity to Sovereignty, Rewriting That Wealth Story. Now let's get into this magnificence. We were taught to acquire, to buy, to control, to expand, but rarely are we taught to steward. Possessive wealth says, "This is mine." Stewardship says, "What is my responsibility?" Psychological research has shown that materialistic value orientation is associated with lower life satisfaction and relatively it is unstable. Studies have also shown that status-driven wealth identity can reduce empathy and increase anxiety. Ownership without structure creates fragility. More than 60% of generational wealth is lost by the second generation and 90% by the third. We're not doing that anymore. This is happening not because the money disappears, because the stewardship was not built and passed down to the different generations. Possession without infrastructure is temporary power. Stewardship is continuity. I want to continue and talk a little bit about land and how it has its living memory. Land is not inventory. Land is memory. Land holds stories, trauma, ceremony, blood, and blessings. Land, it responds to our intentions. And when you step onto land, it fills you. Your nervous system regulates differently in nature. Try it. Hug a tree, touch a leaf. See how you feel when you do that, especially if you don't ever do that. See the shift in your body, how it makes you feel. Scientific research shows time in nature, in natural environments, it reduces our cortisol, it lowers our blood pressure, and it restores our cognitive functions. Your body remembers what the earth feels like, and it wants it back. Land is not just physical, it is energetic justification. To steward land is to enter into a relationship with something older than you. Ownership says, I control. Stewardship says, I entrust. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who bought acres of land. He places the land in his personal name. He buys the land, he puts it in his name, and it makes him feel really powerful. It makes him feel like he has accomplished something monumental. He feels power. He builds on it, he accumulates. But when he passes, there's confusion with the inheritance. The land goes to probate. Taxes mount. Family is fractured. The land is fragmented. Now let's shift that. If we have another land purchaser, just happens to be a woman, doesn't mean anything. She purchases the land. She places it in a living trust. She defines the succession of how it will be passed in lineage. She clarifies guardianship. She establishes purpose. And when she transitions, the land, it doesn't fracture. It flows. The difference is one was possessed, one prepared, one claimed, and one was stewarded. The difference is massive. It's more than just getting the land and stewarding the land. It is structuring the land so it stays in good stewardship hands. Now let's ground a little bit. If you can't do it now because you're not outside, when you are outside, put your feet in the ground. See how that feels. If you're inside and you're wearing shoes, take them off and put your feet on the floor. Ground. This will be a quick box breathing exercise. 3 rounds. The last round, I'm just going to do the count so that you can really embody the breathing. Let's go. Inhale. I am a steward, not a possessor. Hold. I honor land as sacred. Exhale. I build for generations beyond mine. Hold. I reclaim responsibility with clarity. Round 2, inhale. I am a steward, not a possessor. Hold. I honor land as sacred. Exhale. I build for generations beyond me. Hold. I reclaim responsibility with clarity. Last time, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now with your feet still on the ground or in nature, on the grass, on the dirt, on the earth, Gaia, allow yourself to feel that energy surging up through your body. Feels great. Now let's continue. I want to talk about structure a bit. Structure is essential, and it's not something that has been passed down in our lineage, and for many of us. Structure of our assets has not been something that we have done. But it's important for us to shift that. Just because we haven't done it doesn't mean that we can't do it. So a living trust is not mystical. It is lawful. It is a way to avoid probate. It provides a succession clarity to protect the continuity, and it reduces fragmentation of ownership. Structure is spiritual discipline in physical form. Natural law practices teaches responsibility, reciprocity, and ethical conduct, not avoidance. We don't avoid structuring ourselves. It's not bypassing a system. We're just making sure that we're structured so when that system tries to come for us, everything is in order. Everything is protected. So that system has to back down. So, trust structures, they shift our wealth from personal possession to generational responsibility. That is stewardship. when you're not just thinking for yourself, you're not just thinking of how you treat the land, you're not just thinking of how you treat your possessions, because stewardship is not just of land. Stewardship can be for every single thing that you do. You treat it with love, with kindness, with wanting it to last for generations and generations and generations, because it is something that you want others to put as much love, as much pride, as much effort into maintaining. We have to reclaim our land. We have to reclaim the land that has always been us. Now, even though we might have to purchase it in an acquisition, we're still reclaiming it because we're stewarding it once we acquire it. This should not be a fantasy. This should not be something you're looking to isolate. This is not something that should be outside of the norm. For us, Black, Indigenous, and Moorish people, land has always been sacred to us. It has always been sacred to us, and we always stewarded it. And we always had authority that was rational. And we want to reclaim our economic literacy, our legal preparation, our collective empowerment, and our spiritual alignment with the responsibility of the land and the possessions that we have. We reclaim through structures, not symbolism. I want to give you some tools that you can actually put into practice to make this shift show up in your life. One of the most powerful things that we have are the things that we say. We have to shift our language. We have to stop saying, I own this, to I steward this. You do not understand how much more powerful stewarding something is than owning it. You don't own anything. We are given this life so that we can experience it. Ownership is not important. Stewardship is essential into all things. We don't own anything. You can't own something that is free. You can take care of it. You can't own it. It's like owning a person. Number 2 is establishing a succession clarity. Learn more. Educate yourself. Get books. Read. Do research. Consult with professionals in estate planning. Define your guardianship before you expand. You have to move with knowledge. You can't just move just because you're ready to do something. Move with knowledge. Don't just let other people tell you something. Know before you go and inquire more. Because the more you know, the more questions you can have. And if you ask those questions to whatever professional you're working for and you know more than them, you don't need them. Find you somebody else who knows more. That's important. Because I don't need to know the basics. I need to go deep into it. Number 3 is build land with infrastructure, housing, education, healing spaces. We have to consistently heal. We have to consistently build. We have to do this consistently. And we need infrastructure. We need systems in place. And the last one is study zoning. Now, more than just estate planning, study zoning planning. These things, everything is public. Nothing is not for the public eye. You can go look up things, have a better understanding as you do your own personal investigation, your own personal research, as you purchase your land, as you purchase in communities. Look at how they're zoning that area. Look at how their plan, their trajectory for that area is. Look into all of that because you want to make sure that you keep your land safe. The more that you know, the more that you need to know. Continue to learn. And always ask yourself, am I doing this for my greater good or just because I feel like it needs to be done? Don't do things for your ego. Don't do things just because you think that other people are doing. Do it because it resonates with you. And build it for legacy. Scarcity says take. Own. Sovereignty says 10. Steward. Ownership without the soul creates fragmentation. Stewardship with intention creates continuity. We are not entering an age of accumulation. We are entering an age of responsibility. We are returning to an age of responsibility. We have been in this stage of accumulation for too long. Land is sacred. Wealth should be structured. Legacy should be deliberate. Not just happens. Where we do not just build for ourselves, we build for generations to come. We build for those who may not even know who we are. Legacy. Now let's close with the HWPLP affirmation. Heal your mind, body, and soul. Build the wealth that is your birthright. Live in full prosperity, love unconditionally, and be in a state of peace. And so it is, and so I am, and so it be. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this Generational Rhodium. I am Jazmian D with HWPLP, and I absolutely, positively look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, peace, love, and light. Thank you. Magnificent people, if this message resonated with you, don't just watch, engage, like, comment, subscribe, and join the community where we're building healing and wealth together. Peace and love.